It is far too common in life that we sit and think about where we could be, think about where we want to be, and what we should be doing. We often get lost in our thoughts, unsure of what is to come, and overwhelmed to the point where we don't even know where or how to begin. It's time to change your life forever. Today, I'm going to be giving you a 30-day challenge, and it's not going to be anywhere near easy, but because you clicked on this video, it starts right now. Welcome to day one of this 30-day challenge. For those of you who aren't ready to change your life and achieve all of the goals that you have set for yourself, becoming the person that you have always wanted to be and dreamed about, go ahead. Click off this video. I am not stopping you. But for the people who are sick and tired of never taking that first step to finally make a change, let's change your life forever. We're gonna start by taking things one step at a time. I'm gonna try and make this as simple as possible for you. If you are anything like me, then you have things that you are always wanting to change in your life, whether it's personal or career-wise. Maybe it's learning a new skill or developing a new routine. Just take a deep breath and pick one thing that you want to change right now. Pick one that is the most important, and ideally it's going to be the one that helps you achieve and mediate some of your other goals or problems. For example, let's say you currently have 3 major goals. Goal number 1 is figuring out which career path you want to go into. Goal number 2 is to become a more hardworking individual overall. And goal number 3 is to make a certain dollar amount by the end of the year. Let's say you want to have $15,000 in your bank account by the end of the year, or by the end of next year, whatever it is. And obviously the scale for this is going to be much larger for your personal goals, but I just want to kind of dumb it down so we can break down the step-by-step process. If you had to choose, which one of these 3 goals would you get into and work on first? There's really no right answer, just whatever pops into your mind first. Now let me tell you how I would approach it. First things first, I would start with figuring out my career path. This is due to the fact that I can't start making more money if I don't know which career path I want to go into. Yeah, I could go work at McDonald's or Walmart and make $17 an hour, but you might as well get into a company where you have room to grow and achieve your goals that you're going to be setting as you grow as an individual. Once you figure out what career path you want to go into, you need to figure out which skills and personality traits you need to have in order to make said dollar amount. And for each of your big main goals that you instantly think of when you're wanting to make a change in your life, there's going to be tens of hundreds of small goals that you're going to need to achieve in order to check off that big main goal. So for each of your big main goals, I would write out what you need to do and what steps you need to take in order to achieve that goal. And it's not going to be easy, but that's the point of a goal. A goal is something that you can strive for, which is what makes it so rewarding. So you get your job. Inside that line of work and the practices that you're going to be doing every single day, you need to learn to master those and perfect your craft, because this is what gets you the big bucks. People aren't going to pay for some average Joe. They want the best of the best, which is what you're going to strive for. So I want you right now to say to yourself that you're willing to put in that extra work to become better than your colleague. Obviously, this entire framework is really dumbed down, but I hope that you understand the principle and how you can apply it to your own life. Oh, by the way, while you're here, just make sure to go subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Now that we kind of know your first few goals that you're working on and starting to develop on those skills and become better in that aspect, we begin the next step. Most of our self-doubt and problems are going to be covered in that last step as we slowly achieve our goals and slowly get closer to becoming that person that we thought we wanted to be. But I'd say 99% of humans, their goals are going to adapt as they achieve new ones, and they're going to keep on growing, which is exactly what we want. This is how we become better. So don't take it personal, because these are the necessary steps to achieve the end result. You need to stop being so hard on yourself. You need to stop comparing yourself to other people and beating yourself up because you're behind them. Because at the end of the day, everyone starts and develops at different rates. Everyone learns different, has different skills, finds their skill set that they are naturally good at sooner than, let's say, your neighbor. And honestly, you can only control what you do today. Don't beat yourself up about the past for the past procrastination that you've done, because you can't control that anymore. You can only control what you do now and in the future. There's so many times where I catch myself thinking about, oh, I did this wrong, or oh, I remember this embarrassing moment, and I let it affect the rest of my day, where all that time that I'm wasting brainlessly thinking about the stuff that I can't control anymore and doesn't relate to my life anymore, I could have been been working. I could have been making my dreams come true. But you can't keep on delaying, because if you don't start now, then when are you gonna start? Because I know right when you click off this video, you're gonna scroll, click on another video, forget everything I said. So I want you to take action now. Next up is learning to modify the things you hate doing and making them a little bit better. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I know exactly how to cure every problem that you're having, make everything you hate doing your favorite thing in the world. It's just impossible. And if I could do that, I would be freaking rich. But there's small things that you can do to make things just a little bit better. For example, when I just do not feel like working and I'm just super tired, but I know I have stuff to do, I use a candle. I just turn off my lights, light a candle, work in the candlelight. And it sets the mood. Not that kind of mood. But it makes me feel better, which is what matters. All you need to do is feel good and you will get the work done. You just need to get in that mindset and figure out what that item is for you. Let's say you hate skincare. I want you to just try and get a new product, maybe a new face wash, a new serum, like maybe watching a YouTube video while you're doing your skincare. Just using an item to numb that dreaded feeling that you're going to occur every time you try to do something hard. Now listen very closely, because this next step is extremely important. You need to delay gratification. This is the number one thing that you can do to change your life forever. In our lives, it is so extremely easy to get dopamine. From our phones to sugary foods and all the way to pornographic content, all at the tips of our fingertips. Tips of our fingertips, is that a way to say it? The number one skill that you can have is learning to delay the consumption of those items. So I want you to start small and slowly grow on top of that. So let's say, get the urge to touch your phone, wait just 5 seconds. And I guarantee that reason that you were going to pick up your phone doesn't matter anymore. Whether it's to look at a TikTok or watch a YouTube video, it doesn't matter anymore. Doing this will make you more productive. You're gonna have more time to get work done. And when you do complete said tasks, they're gonna be so much more rewarding, because you won't be getting those little dopamine spikes from opening and scrolling on your phone. And this will honestly make you like work like 100 times better. And finally, I want you to work on the relationships between you and your friends and family. After you implement all of these steps, you're gonna be more enjoyable to be around. You're gonna be smarter, more fulfilled, and overall just a lot happier. But I want you to be picky on who you surround yourself with, because I think it's a well-known fact that you are a combination of the 5 people that you hang around most. So you need to surround yourself with friends that are smarter than you in some aspects of your life, or add some sort of value that is irreplaceable, rather than taking away your time and energy. As you do this, you will slowly learn to be more vulnerable and open-minded to new topics and ideas. And I promise you, everyone's going to appreciate the sympathy and knowing that you are always the person that they can come and talk to. So you might be saying right now, okay Carson, this is a lot of information. Well, I got you covered. I'm going to give you a step-by-step checklist that you could walk through and slowly achieve all of these. Number 1 is determining where you want to be and how you're going to get there. And you could do that now. So right after this video, step 1. Step number 2 is ordering them when you need to do them and how you're going to do them. And once you get that laid out, start marking the top items off of the list. Step number 3 is focusing on your mental, reconstructing how you think, how you perceive guilt, and how you deal with your self-doubt. Step number 4 is learning to make the things you hate more enjoyable. Step number 5 is to delay your gratification, whether it's setting app limits, fixing your diet, or however you decide to do it. Step number 6 is determining who and what you want to give your time and energy to. Figure out who is worth your time. And finally, step number 7, with those people that you picked out, build extremely strong and thoughtful relationships. I just gave you 7 simple steps to become much happier with yourself and overall feel much more fulfilled. If you learned anything at all from watching this video, please make sure to share this with your friends or family that you want to help get to that next level with you and help them become better one step at a time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.